yes, Green.
Book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 13. Bring it out.
44 and 13.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us.
Right, and that's how they look at our people. They look at our people like a shaking of the head. They look at our people like, man, I'm just niggas, man. Anytime we gather together and do something, man, they gather together and think we finna put on a show for them, man.
That's right.
No, we prophesying the words of the Lord, we don't.
Verse 14. Thou makest us a byword.
What?
A byword.
Like what? Calling us niggas, calling us spics, calling us all anything that you can think about in the book, we don't.
Among the heathen.
Among the heathen, right? Drop that, bring this out, right? Because the main point, brothers, you got to realize who you are in these last days, right? Because it's not going to be much time before this place gets destroyed by thermonuclear missiles.
That's right.
So we got to figure out who we are in these last days according to the Bible and what God said. You believe in the Bible, King? All praise to the Most High. Bring this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Yeah.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right, so if we didn't listen to the Most High God and the things that He said to us, read,
to observe, to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so if we didn't listen to what the Most High God set forth for us, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, we was going to be cursed.
That's right.
Right, read on.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Said, cursed shall I be in the city. What people on the earth would you say are cursed in the cities, no matter if you go to Detroit, whether you go to Cleveland, whether you go to all the way to the other side of the world, to Asia, right, New England, what people are cursed in those cities? Our people. We the only people that got to sit there and march to actually say that our lives matter, man. Right, read on.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
It said, and cursed shall I be in the field. We already know who was cursed in the fields, right? Well, we got it on the side right there. We already know what people was cursed in the fields, right? You know? Or so like, drop down to verse 54.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
What that sound like, King? Your eye being evil towards your own brother. Right? When you turn on the news, right, what you see on there a lot of the time? That's being evil. Exactly. Well, kind of like, God, that's right. That's right. But it says your eye will be evil towards your brother. Right? So what does that
against
say?
one another.
Exactly,
Right.
King. Our eye being evil towards one another, right? We hate ourselves.
That's right.
Right? We don't.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Right? We don't treat our women correctly. How they supposed to be treated as the daughters of Zion, right? We pimp them out, whore them out, we don't.
And toward the remnant of his children.
And toward the remnant of his children, read.
Which he shall lead.
Which what?
Which he shall lead.
What people known for leaving their kids, brother. Right? Sad, but it's us. Right? But that's in the Bible, written 4,000 years before it came to pass, man. Right? Drop down to verse 49.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far,
Read.
from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flying.
Swift as a what?
As swift as the eagle flying.
What nation upon the earth is known for being that eagle, man? That makes you celebrate 4th of July, even though we was in slavery during that time period. Right? What nation on the earth is known as the eagle?
America, no.
That's right. So-called white man. America. Right, read on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We didn't understand them when they came over. That's why I was documented. When they came here, they had Hebrew interpreters. That's right. Right, read on.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Right, and what they did, a lot of people don't know this, but what they did was they killed off all the old men because they didn't have no use for them. So they killed off all the old men, raped, robbed, and murdered the women, and then guess what? They built those kids up to what? Damage their minds.
That's right, Ahch.
Right?
Throw them off.
That's right. Right, give me
I gotta get with the family. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for what y'all.
Well, let me get one more for you, brother. One more.
Bring it to me.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so it said the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again. You know what that word Egypt means, brother?
Home.
Right? You said home? Well, let's find out. Give me Exodus 20 and 2. right? Whoever got it first.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So that word Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage because what our people was doing in Egypt was we were slave rulers in Egypt. We the one that built up those treasured cities. That's right. Now we gonna put everything in context for you, okay? Right? Read it from the top of the
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Into bondage and slavery, read.
Again. With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? Oh, ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Never seen our homeland again as a nation of people, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
We sold to when we got off those ships, brother. We sold to the so-called white. Plain as day. They teach us that in school, right? You know?
For by men,
For slave men,
and by women,
slave women,
and no man shall buy you.
nobody redeemed us out of this captivity yet, right? Marcus Garvey tried to, Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, Martin Luther King, but guess what? We still this day in our captivity, right? So if we fit that prophecy along with two other prophecies that we brought out for you, brother, what would that make us? Real quick, before you answer, read 29 and 1.
Deuteronomy 29 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
The children of who?
Of Israel.
The children of Israel. So Moses is speaking these things unto the Israelites. He said, look, if you Israelites don't keep the commandments, the Lord gonna send you out into slavery on ships. If you don't keep these commandments, you're gonna hate your brother in your heart. If you don't keep these commandments, you're gonna be cursed in the fields. You're gonna be cursed in the cities.
You bring it out there, we are there.
That's right, brother.
That's right.
That's right, brother. You an Israelite.
That's right.
You an Israelite. What would your father be? Would he be a so-called African American? What would your father be? Well, that's right, brother. All praises. He would be an Israelite. But according to what the society would call him, would he be a so-called African American or West Indian or Haitian?
Divided, yeah.
Which one, King?
All of those.
Your father? Like
Me,
God, so you would be from the tribe of Judah. King.
That's right.
Right? You would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Right? That's your God-given nationality. Right? Now, it's more than just knowing that you are Israelite, right? It's because you got to understand. Give me 15 one more time.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these curses, brother. All these curses, right? So if not keeping the commandments is what got us into this, what's going to get us out of it? That's right. Keeping the commandments, man. So that's what we got to come together and during this time in the last days to do. Keep the commandments of the Most High God. Right? You can Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
I gotta catch the family, so they gone.
All right, brother.
I need
well, we gonna
something
read
to
this.
Connect me with y'all, so I can find y'all.
Brothers got flyers?
Right here.
Oh, con. Right? So all praise, brother. All praise, brother. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You got to repent, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
All y'all.
Right? That's right, kid.
All right.
Still bring
send
that
the message out, okay?
What's your nationality before you leave, brother?
You done told me Judah. I mean,
what's your nation?
Israelite.
That's right. Right? You an Israelite. Don't ever forget that, brother.
You're a king, man.
Right?
What's your name?
You said what?
What's your name?
Brother Yair.
Yair. Brother Morgan. I'll see y'all again, okay?
All right, Lord willing, brother. Lord willing. Continue to study up on these things,
All right.
man.
I appreciate y'all.
Right?
Thank you.
All right. Bring that up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Right, so Jake, man, hey, we in the times right now, and always been in the times, man, where we got to keep the commandments of the Most High God, man.
That's right.
You either going to repent and keep the commandments, or you going to get put to death, man.
That's right.
It's really as simple as that, man. And I know brothers don't want to die in the land of their captivity. That's right.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 50. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the Lord.
What did the Lord say?
Be ye zealous for the Lord. And give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
He said, be zealous for the law, man, and give your lives to the covenant of our forefathers.
That's right, Verse 51. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did.
Hey, y'all brothers got 2 minutes. Do the word of the Lord. All right, y'all Israelites, I gotta repent. Keep the commandments of the Lord. That's right.
Verse 51. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did.
Right, so we gotta call to remembrance, man, what our forefathers did, man. Read.
In their time, so shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation? And it was imputed unto him for righteousness.
Right, so the point is we got to come back to these laws. That's good. That's what it comes to.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 133 and verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
And this is beautiful, man. How good and pleasant is it for brothers to dwell in unity, man? You got brothers from all over, man. Right? Doing what? Gathering together in these last days to try to tell Jake, hey, repent, man.
That's
Keep
right.
these laws, statutes, and commandments, and to tell these other nations, hey, guess what? Y'all going into slavery according to the Most High God.
That's right,
Right? Bring this out.
1 Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 44. So they joined their forces.
So we did what?
So they joined their forces.
So we joined our forces, man. You got brothers from Cleveland, man. Brothers from Chicago. Brothers from Indianapolis, man.
That's
right.
right,
Brothers from Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken, man. All coming together, man, to do what?
And smote sinful men in their anger. And wicked men in their wrath.
Right, to tell you wicked Israelites, man, that if you don't repent, man, you're going to get put to death, man. That's right. You're living in the last days, man. This ain't time to be playing around, man. This ain't time to be lollygagging. You being slothful. You don't know what's going on, man. And you got to repent and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's right. This you want 22 and 22.
This is the book of Job, chapter 22 and verse 22.
Big it out.
Receive, I pray thee, the law from his mouth, and lay up his words in thine heart. If thou return to the Almighty, if thou return to the Almighty, thou shalt be built up. Thou shalt put away iniquity far from thy tabernacle.
Right, so if you return back to the Almighty, man, and you're going to be built up, man. That's right, Lord will build you up, man. You got righteous men up here that'll build you up through the Spirit, man, that you can walk in these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, man. And have a chance to do what? Hey, to be able to make it onto them chariots, man, when all hell, death, and destruction come to this place. That's right, Right, but bring this up.
Acts chapter 16, verse 10.
Big it out.
And after he had seen the vision, immediately we endeavored.
16 and 10, right? 16 and 20.
Acts chapter 16, verse 20. And brought them to the magistrate, saying, these men being Jews.
These men being what?
Being Jews. Do exceedingly trouble our city.
Hey, man, and that's what these other nations say, man. They damn made us move from where we was originally at, man. Probably had a damn Edomite say, man, out there, they're saying all white people are gonna die, all this and that, man. Hey, the Lord said that, man.
That's right. Verse 21, and teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans.
Right? So they say, look, they teach things that are not lawful for us, man. They teach things that are contrary to what we believe in, man. And that's because this society don't do nothing but promote homosexuality and wickedness, man.
That's right.
All, you going into slavery.
That's right.
How about in these times, right?
This the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
A dreadful sound.
What the Lord say?
A dreadful sound is in his ears.
Hey, a dreadful sound is in the ears of the so-called white man, man. A dreadful sound is in the ears of these nations when they see brothers gather from all over prophesying the downfall of America, man. And the Lord told us to prophesy the downfall of America, just like all the mighty prophets throughout time did, man. Right, read it again from the top.
A dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him.
God, hey, the destroyer is gonna come upon them, man, and it's gonna come real soon, man. Right? Bring it out, verse 5.
Ahch, chapter 17, verse 5.
Bring it out.
But the Jews which believe not.
6.
Acts 17, verse 6.
Bring it out.
And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city.
You can hold that real quick. Y'all got a minute to hear the words of the Lord? Real quick, 2 minutes. All I need is 2 minutes. I'll make it quick for you. I'll make it quick for you, man. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. One from man to man. You got 2 minutes for me, King. All praise. All praise to the Most High. You can step up right here, King. We're going to get right to the point, brother. Right? We're going to get right to the point.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord is talking to a specific group of people right now, right? And he said, look, these certain group of people, they're going to be cursed if they don't do the thing that I say, right? So now we're going to read through a couple of curses for you, brother, real quick. And I want you to tell me, okay, do that sound like the so-called white man? If it do, tell me. If it sound like the so-called black man, say it sound like us. If it sound like the so-called Asian man, I want you to let me know, brother. All right? Read.
Curse shall not be in the city.
What people cursed in the city? You said sound like, hey, it do sound like us. We the ones that's getting knees put on the back of our neck, man. Right? When you see the red and blue lights behind you, like, damn. Hey, you know, you don't know, man. It might be your last time. Right? That's going into us. Read.
A curse shall not be in the field.
What people was cursed in the fields, brother? Right? What people was cursed in the fields? Getting their backs beat in, having to pick cotton to their hands blade. Hey, it sound like us so far, right? Right? Give me 54. We gonna make it quick for you, brother.
Deuteronomy 28, 54.
Bring it up.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Right? Say his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. Once a people who was delicate, tender and delicate towards one another. What does that mean? That means, look, at one point in time, I see you, brother, how you doing, brother? You good? You need anything? You need some water? Right? Your family good? That's how our people used to deal with each other. But now, guess what? When we walk up and down this river wall, we mugging each other now. Straight up. Right? Now, if I step on your shoes, you might clutch on your pistol real quick. Straight up. Right? That's what it's going into now. Now you have a damn house party nowadays. Hey, it don't end when everybody, whoever hosting it say, all right, it's done for it, and whenever them shots go off. That's right, right? That's what that's going into, Reed.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward the wife of his bosom, right? And it's sad to say, but our men don't treat our women correctly. Right? Read.
And toward the remnant of his children.
And toward the remnant of his children, read on.
Which he shall lead.
Which what?
Which he shall lead.
What people known for leaving their kids, brother? Sound like us, man. So far it sound like us, right? All right, let's go right to 68 then.
Bring it out. Deuteronomy 28, 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so it said the Lord shall bring us into Egypt again, right? You know what that word Egypt means? It's going into bondage and slavery, because when we was in Egypt as a people, we was in what? We was in slavery during that time, building up those pyramids in the treasure cities. That's what was going on in Egypt, right?
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So Egypt now you equated with what? Bondage, slavery, captivity. Bring this one up.
Micah 6 and 4. For I brought thee up out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed thee out of the house of servants.
See that? Out of the house of servants, man. Brought us out of the land of Egypt, so we was in slavery during that time, right? So now we're going to put everything in context to see what this is really going into, right? So read down from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
It's a bondage and slavery, read.
Again.
Again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America, brother? How did we get to America, brother? Did we fly over here on the plane?
No.
Right? Did we swim? How'd we get over here, brother?
We got taken over here. Slaves.
On what road of transportation?
I don't know.
But did they all put us in a big Southwest airplane, right, and put us over here to America, right? How did we get to America, brother? What about you, sister? How did our people get to America?
Slave ships.
That's right. Right, we got over here by slave ships, just like the Bible prophesied about, King. Right? You know?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
Bondage and slavery.
again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Meaning exactly how I said, that's how it's gonna happen, read.
Thou shalt not see it no more again.
Right?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Who was we sold to when we got off the ships? Come on, brother, I know you know. Who was we sold to? We sold to who? That's right. That's right, sister, who was we sold to when we got off the ships?
White people.
That's right. We sold to the so-called white people. Right? The same thing they teach our children in school. Right? The same thing that they do on. You can come up too, sister. You can come up. Right? That's what we were sold to when we got off those ships, man. You know?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We were sold into our enemies. So the Lord, not me, not this brother, not this brother. The Lord, right, is calling the so-called white man our enemies.
That's right, Ahch.
Read.
For bondmen
For slave men
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
That word bind in Hebrew means redeem, right? Nobody can redeem us out of this captivity except the Lord, man. Right? Haven't you seen it? Haven't our people seen it time and time again? And what happened to all of them? They get put to death. Why? Because nobody can take us out of this captivity except the one that put us in there. Right, right? So, now, brother, me 29:1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant, which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Children of who?
Of Israel.
Right, so now we know, okay, boom, Moses is talking to the Israelites.
That's right, Ahch.
If Moses is talking to the Israelites, and every precept that we brought out for you, King, and you too, sister, right, is all pointing signs to what people? It's pointing to us, right? Everything, you agree with me on every single, well, not with me, with the scriptures, on every single point. So if Moses is talking to the Israelites, what would that make us?
That's right.
Hey, I need you to say it one more time, King. You sound a little bit too unsure. Say it one more time with your chest.
That's right.
Right, we Israelites according to the
That's right.
We not niggas, we not African Americans, we not Asiatic, man. We Israelites, man. Right, that's who we are, man. According to thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible, man. Right, you can Deuteronomy 7:6. Right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Salaki, bring this out real quick. Salaki. Bring this out.
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5.
Bring it out.
Whose possessors slay them
Say whose possessors slay them, read.
and hold themselves not guilty.
They hold themselves what?
Not guilty.
They hold themselves not guilty. Hey sisters, what people on the earth? I'm talking to y'all. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong, y'all? Look, I just want y'all to answer this one question for me. What people on the earth kill a certain group of people and hold themselves not guilty? Y'all know?
Why you point at her?
I'm talking to you, sister, with the black Reebok.
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Brother, you gotta separate from your enemies or the world gonna kill you.
That's right.
So, brother, the point is, all signs all throughout these scriptures point to one people, right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We the ones that these curses happen unto us because we didn't want to keep the law. Right? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Right? Finish up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord chose you, King. Right? You didn't have to stop, man. You could have kept going, but the Lord chose you, read.
To be a special people.
To be a what?
To be a special people.
Read.
Unto himself.
Unto himself, read.
Above all people.
What the Lord say?
Above all people.
We equal.
Above all people.
He said you above all people, read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
Why you think can't no other nations do the things that we do?
That's
man?
right,
Why you think that we the standard for any and everything, man?
That's right,
They get our swag from us, right? Sports from us. The only reason these sports things are flourishing and have been flourishing is because of us, man. You take the Israelites out of, and I don't care what sport it is, man. You take us out of baseball, soccer, damn basketball, football, damn court, boxing, whatever it is, guess what? All the rate is gonna drop. Right, bring it up.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
What the Lord say?
Ye are the salt of the earth.
We the salt of the earth.
That's
man.
right, huh?
You know, hey, you know, you want to get that thing some flavor, you sprinkle some salt on it. That's right. Right, read.
But if the salt have lost his savor,
Lost our Savior.
wherewithal shall it be salted?
Read.
It is henceforth good for nothing.
Good for nothing. Good for nothing, brother. Right? So now, this is the main thing too also. Now that you know that you're an Israelite, right? Sorry, dog. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Same thing I asked the other brothers. If not keeping the commandments got us into getting our backs beat in, getting 40 lashes, having a pick cotton to our hands plate, getting knees put on the back of our neck, right? That pick a nigga, right? Getting fed to alligators, man. Hit the nigger baby, right? If not keeping the commandments is what this got us, what do we have to do, right, to transform that? What do we have to do to get ourselves out of that situation? Because everybody got something. Everybody got an idea. You got people that say, oh, look, we got to join hand in hand, right? Every time we join hand in hand, this happens, right? Slavery. So that's not the answer. Then what? They say we should march. We've been marching for over 400 years. Ain't nothing changed.
That's right.
They say go to the legislature, have them sign something. Guess what? Ain't nothing changed. They did all that. I don't know if it was happening here in Detroit, but in Indianapolis, man, they burned down all the buildings downtown, man.
That's right, huh?
And then guess what? You still got people that got shot after that.
That's right, huh?
Right? So what's the answer? Everybody got an answer except this Bible, man. Our heritage, man. What the Lord God gave to us, man. Right? Give me Habakkuk 2 and 2.
Kind.
Right? Give me Habakkuk 2 and 2. Shut up, Pop. Shut up, Pop. God, now you good. Oh, I did say it. I meant Baruch. Salakia. Baruch. Baruch chapter 2 and verse 2. Salakia. Right? Because, bring this up.
Baruch, chapter 2, verse 2.
Bring it out.
To bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven.
Right? And nothing that our people have been through, can't no other nation on the face of the earth say that they've been through that, man. Not the so-called fake Jewish man. Yeah, I ain't got no picture of him up here, but the so-called fake Jewish man. Right? They can't say that, okay, brother said it's down there. God, no people. They can't say that they can relate with the curses that we brought out in Deuteronomy 28. Man.
That's right.
But guess what? Them the same people that's stealing your nationality.
That's right, dog.
That's the same people that said, no, we the real Jews, not these niggers. Right? You know?
As it came to pass in Jerusalem.
And what?
As it came to pass in Jerusalem.
As it came to pass against the Israelites, read on.
Or according to the things that were written in the law of Moses.
Same things that we brought out to you in Deuteronomy 28. Read on.
Verse 3. That a man should eat the flesh of his own son.
Famine. Great famine. Read.
And the flesh of his own daughter.
Read on.
Verse 4. Moreover, he hath delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms.
Right, so the Most High put us in subjection unto all kingdoms, right? Because we didn't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Notice how I keep pointing that. We didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So now we got to go through this and this and this, read on.
That are round about us to be as a reproach and desolation among all the people
roundabout.
And that's what they do. They point at us, they laugh at us, they think that so just because we gathering together, we supposed to dance for them and all this other stuff, man. We don't.
Where the Lord have scattered them. Thus we were cast down.
We were cast down, read.
And not exalted.
And not exalted like we should be.
Right.
Like how we supposed to be, our natural estate, read.
Because we have sinned.
Because we what?
We have sinned.
Because we have sinned. Read.
Against the Lord our God.
Right? Because
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 7 and verse 13. Why? Because they have transgressed against me.
Because we have transgressed against the Most High, man. Read on.
Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me.
What the Lord say?
They have spoken lies against me.
Right, he said, though I redeemed them, guess what? They still spoken lies against me, man. That's right. The Lord parted the Red Sea for our people, brother. For our ancestors. And guess what? We still went ahead and went off anyway. Right? Bring this up.
Deuteronomy 8 and 5. Thou shalt also consider in thy heart.
So, brother, you got to consider in your heart, read.
That as a man chasteneth his son.
Same way a man, right? The same way you would chastise your kids. If they did something that you told them not to do, right? You're going to punish them in some type of way or form or fashion, right? Read on.
So the Lord thy God chasteneth thee.
So the Lord thy God chastised our people. That's why we went through these different things, man. Like the brother brought out earlier, we getting a spiritual ass whooping right now.
That's right, Ahch.
Right? So we got to keep these commandments to the point, right? Don't you think that's the solution to our problems, man? Just keeping the commandments, right? You know how like when you're a kid, or if your son a kid and you kind of put them on punishment or whatever the case is, right? And they try to suck up to you, they try to be real good, they try to get off of that punishment. Hey, that's what we got to do, man.
That's right.
How we got to do that? We got to do that by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known.
What the Lord say?
You only have I
The
known.
Lord say he only knew so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are Israelites, read,
Of all the families of the earth.
of all the families of the earth.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Guess what? He gonna punish us. Why? Because we are the ones that's held accountable. That's right, all right? I say this all the time. If your son, right, playing with four other little boys, and you tell your son, hey, don't go across that street, right? But he go across the street anyways, are you gonna whoop all 5 of them, or are you just gonna take care of your son? You're gonna whoop your son. That's the same way the Most High God is doing to us. Right? So we gotta come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Let's get the brothers some commandments. Right? Give me Leviticus 11 and 7. Right? Give me Numbers chapter 15. Right? I want this one first.
You said Leviticus.
11 and 7.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
What is swan, bro? You know what swan is? Swan? Yeah, swan. Pork. Right? Pig. That's what swan is. Read on.
That's right.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
He cheweth not the cud, meaning pigs don't properly digest their food. That's right. And they don't sweat. So everything that it eats, all those toxins stay inside of them. Read.
Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
What the Lord say?
He is unclean to you.
Right? So swan, pork, is unclean to us. Right? Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
So we can't eat pork. Read.
And their carcass shall ye not touch.
Hey, the Lord said you can't even touch it, man. Right? Because we royalty at the end of the day.
That's
Why
right,
would we want to put and dabble ourselves in something that's as filthy as a pig, man? Right? So the Lord said, look, you can't even touch it. I don't want you eating it, man. So, right? So if the Lord told you that you can't eat pork, right? Are you going to continue to eat pork if you love the Lord? Now you said, nah, you kind of sounded unsure about that. I don't know, kid. Right? If you going to cut it off, you going to make an effort to cut that thing off, man?
Yeah, I don't even know it.
Oh, all praise is there. All praise. That's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. Right? So, hey, we can't eat pork. We can't dabble in those things. And then our people wonder why we lead the nation, our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, in damn diseases, man. Like gout, right? High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, right? Blood clots. Why? Because we continue to eat the things that the Lord said we couldn't eat. That's right, right? You know?
They are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters.
So what's some fish that have fins and scales? You know, a fish that has fins and scales. Yeah. Like bass, bluemouth bass, bluegill, salmon, right, perch, whiting, right? Those things, read.
In the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
The Lord said those things you can eat. Those are clean foods. So you can eat those different things, man. Me personally, I love salmon. That's right. I'm down with salmon. Right, read on.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas.
So now the Lord said the things that don't have fins and scales in the seas, read on.
And in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
What the Lord say?
They shall be an abomination unto you.
Right, so the Lord said that's an abomination unto us, just like the pig and the pork and the swine. Right? So what doesn't have fins and scales that's in those oceans? Shrimp. Right, brother. Shrimp, crab, lobster. Right? Cod, right? So those things we can't eat. Octopus. What type of fish? Right? Catfish. Can't get down with catfish no more, man. Right? My people's from the South, man. I used to get down with the catfish, man. That's right, right? But hey, when I came into this thing, hey, nope, can't do that no more. You gotta kind of stiff arm that thing, man. That's right. Right? Your people having a damn fish fry, man. Most likely they gonna be, you feel me, frying catfish. You gotta say, nah, nope, I'm cool. I'm all good. I don't do that no more, man. Because you royalty at the end of the day, kid. That's right. So you can't put yourself together with bottom feeders, man. They the cockroaches of the sea, man. Right. You gotta think about that. You ever seen a shrimp, like a live shrimp or a crab in these things? Man, they the bottom of the ocean. They bottom dwellers, man. And then they wonder why all the seas and the oceans is dirty, man. Because you continue to take out the things that's supposed to clean them.
That's right.
And our people put all that stuff in their body. That's right, right? So we can't eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, right? You can't get pepperoni on your pizza, brother. Right? Sausage, right? And you can get down with the turkey bacon, though, man. Right? Brothers get down with turkey bacon. Right? Beef bacon, man. Right? Hey, you got chicken bacon, man. Right? You can get down with those different things. Right? Beef ribs. Right? And you got to get you some lamb, man. That's right, Get down with the lamb, man. Right? You can, brother, you can still enjoy yourself, man, with the foods, but in righteousness. That's right, Right?
Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes.
It says and bid them. That word bid in the Hebrew goes back to command. So this is a commandment. It said and bid them that they make them fringes, read.
In the borders of their garments.
In the borders of their garment. That's why all the brothers you see up here, man, they got fringes on at the bottom of their garment. Right, read.
Throughout their generation.
Meaning forever. We're not doing this trying to make a fashion statement, man. Right? We're not trying to have some drip on or nothing like that. Hey, we doing it because the Lord told us to do it.
That's right. That's right.
And that's why we doing it, man. And we royalty, man. We don't.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of blue, which is a royal color, man. We don't.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
For a fringe.
That ye may look upon it. And remember all the commandments.
Right? And to remember all the commandments and what?
Of the Lord and do them.
And what?
And do them.
And do them. Right? So we wear these things not just to make a fashion statement, but to remember the commandments, man. Right? The brother, man, made a point, man. Like, you feel me? You might get, man, brother might bump into you. Right? You know tape, man. You know they might pull their pants up, but when you pull your pants up, hey, you grabbing on your fringe, you like, you know what, brother, it's all good. That's right, you feel me? I love you. It's all good. You feel me? Right? Because you can't hate your brother in your heart, man. That's right, right? You sit down at the table, right? You see the menu, you see a crab on there, you like, dang, that look good. Guess what? You go to get your wallet to pay for it. The fringe is right there, man. You know what? Hey, I can't eat that stuff no more, man. I can't associate myself with those things. That's right. Right? So, God, that's it on that. Right? Bring this one up.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 21. Thus said the Lord, take heed to yourselves and bear no burden on the Sabbath day.
Right? It said, take heed to yourselves and bear no burden on the Sabbath day. You know what a Sabbath day is, King? Right? You know what a Sabbath day is? The Sabbath day is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Give me Exodus 20. day.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor.
What the Lord say?
6 days shalt thou labor.
You got 6 days throughout the week to do whatever you gonna do, man. 6 days to do whatever you gonna do, read.
And do all thy work. But the seventh day, is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
That's the Sabbath for the Most High God, read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Can't do no work.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gate.
And look, can't nobody do no work on that day unless you magnify the name of the Lord on that day. Right, so in that day, you gotta chill out, kid. You got your phone on you? Look, kid, give me a favor. You go to your calendar. I want you to tell me what day is it. You're Israelites, right?
You know, people look at teaching and
Sunday. That's right. So if you count 7 days up from that, what day is that? Saturday. That's right. Right? So even on these calendars, man, they put it right in your face. Right? The 7th day, right, which is the Sabbath day, is the Saturday, man. Right? Chiefly Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, man. Right, so that's the Sabbath day, and during the Sabbath day, you can't buy, sell, right, do no work. Don't go have a hoop session on Saturday, right? Don't do your own pleasures on that day, like the brother said. Right, so bring that out again from the top.
The book of Jeremiah 17 and verse 21. Thus said the Lord, take heed to yourselves and bear no burden on the Sabbath day.
Bear no burdens on the Sabbath day, read.
Nor bring it in by the gates of Jerusalem.
Read.
Neither carry forth a burden out of your houses on the Sabbath day.
Right, don't carry out no burdens on the out your house, man. Don't be trying to take the trash out because you forgot it was trash day, man. Right, don't be trying to take the trash out. Don't be trying to do this and that. Hey, have all that already done and situated 6 days before the what? Before the what, brother?
Sabbath.
That's right, before the Sabbath day. That's right, right, so during that day, hey man, chill out, man. Chill out, man. Hey, open up your heritage, man. Right. Open up this history book, man, and go through the prophets, man, and learn and further educate yourself about your people, man. About your God-given heritage, man. Right, and chill out on that day, man. Sip you some wine after it, whatever it is, man. Right. So let me give you a crash course real quick, right? What you supposed to have at the bottom of your shirt? Salaki, real quick, bring this one out.
This the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe time.
Right, so you can't get your steak done medium rare. Right? That's what the so-called white man like to do. That's right, I don't get down like that though, read.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head.
Right, you can't have the damn Michael Jordan, man. Should nobody be able to come up to the back of you and say Michael Jordan and pound the back of your head, man. Right, read on.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Right, it said neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beards, meaning destroy it. So you gotta grow a beard out, brother. That's right. How you know the difference between the male line and the female line? That's right, huh? And we lions out here, man. We mighty men.
That's right.
Brother, you gotta be a mighty man. And if you can, I don't know if you can or not, but if you can, brother, hey, you gotta grow your beard out, man. Or whatever you able to grow. Yeah, I kinda see something. Yeah, I'm trying to see that, man. Right? So, hey, you gotta grow that thing out, man. Whatever you can grow, hey, let it do its thing, man. Hey, you never know, man. You might open up the scriptures, man, and continue to wax mighty in this truth, and the Lord might give you a mighty beard, man.
That's right.
Right? So you gotta keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? So you gonna grow your beard out, brother?
Yeah.
Right? All right, man. Hey, you got that's something you gotta work on, man. Right? What you gotta get at the bottom of your shirt? Remember, it's called fringes. Right? You gotta get some fringes at the bottom with the border of blue. Right? Can you eat pork? Bacon? Pepperoni? Sure? Alright. What about catfish? What about shrimp? What if your wife tell you, hey babe, I'm hungry right now, it's Saturday, right? Can we go get something to eat? Can you go get something to eat right now, brother? No. you can't, brother. Right? It's the Sabbath day right now. Right? You gotta wait till the sun go down. Does the sun go down, brother?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure,
Doing our what?
thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words.
Right? So you can't do your own pleasures on the Sabbath day, brother. Hey, that day, this day is for the Most High God. That's why you see all these mighty kings out here magnifying his name.
That's right,
trying to bring in our brothers, man.
That's right,
so then they can do the same. Right? So what's your nationality, King? What's your nationality? Because this is what it comes down to, brother. That's right! That's right. And what you got to do to help your people get out of the state that they in right now? You said what?
Look at the word, look at the Bible.
And what you got to do that's in the Bible?
Follow the commandments.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
We're going to believe off with this one right here. Bring this up.
This the book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence.
Thus with what?
Thus with violence.
Thus with what?
Thus with violence. Read. Shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
Straight like that, man. Because this city is wicked, man.
That's right.
This
Right.
is wicked, man. All they promote is homosexuality, man. That's right. Homosexuality, wickedness, man.
That's right, huh?
Damn, popping the earth, man. Right? Men with men and women with women, man. You got these damn people saying that, look, it's okay for a 5-year-old to change their gender, man. God. Right? So this place gotta be destroyed.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, finish that.
And shall be found no more at all.
Straight like that, and with that, come yourself!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
Come yourself!
This one for the money.
Heartbreak, disappointed so many times. How much can a heart take? You the nail in my cross. I regret we crossed ways. Treated like a red sea. I think it's time to part. Time to part ways. Once you meet the Ruach, you'll never meet another. Once you see that true intent, you'll never see another. Red dot, but that lead high. Could've had the blood of Christ, but he bled out. It ain't the first time he ever brought the med out. But now it's his turn to why they brought the bed out. Then his mother had a feeling this was coming. After 5 missed calls, she could feel it in her stomach.